First, language acquisition. Language acquisition is a complex process where nature and nurture come together to influence language learning. Nature and nurture are factors in charge of carrying on the process of acquiring a language. Then, language is the main vehicle by which we know about other people's thoughts, and the two must be closely related. Importance of language acquisition. Language acquisition begins long before the first bubbles. A baby's brain is prepared to speak before any speech sounds are expressed. We all communicate through our senses. How do people acquire their first tongue? Every person learns his first language without being taught any grammatical rules or structures. It means that while acquiring a language, we get input unconsciously. The sources through which people get input are listening and reading. Of course, listening is the first source because we start getting information since very little, while reading will be getting when the kid or adult gets the training to read. Stages in child language acquisition. The first stage is pre-speech. It is necessary to clarify that children cannot produce any sound. They are just listening to them. But they can distinguish and identify phonemes such as ba and pa. Intonation, which could be falling and rising, and rhythm. The second stage is called babbling stage. Children can easily produce sounds that are simple, such as b, b, a. A sound does not necessarily have to have a meaning. It is produced just because children need to make sounds. The third stage is called one word or holophrastic stage. In this stage, children pronounce one word at a time. This word usually is a content one, since it has meaning and transmits a clear message, like cookie, bat, drink, mom. The final stage is combining words. Here, kids make up sentences with usually two words. They are using grammar, however, it is far from complete. Accurate grammar is achieved around 6 years old. Some examples are hi mommy, baby sleep, baby doggy. Linguistic development could not exist without cognitive development. Exposure to learning is essential to achieve language acquisition through means of repetition, imitation, and structured input. Children are more likely to acquire very complex grammar at a very earliest age, since their brains are prepared to appropriate all the input provided by the environment. The main factors to acquire a language are exposure, focus on form, and interaction. To finish, I could say that psychology studies factors that enable human beings to acquire, use, comprehend, and produce language. That is why this field is necessary for developing a successful process in language acquisition.